Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Well, at least the pirate theme there is looking a little bit more sensible now. It looks a little bit more piratey. Off camera I've put in some props and stuff. I'm really liking this bridge actually. This bridge turned out pretty cool. It's actually just made of some really obvious parts. Like these are like cubes of effectively scaffolding of wood. And I just was like, cool, bung them under and that kind of worked. So yeah, it's nothing fancy. Over here we have the boat prop. Of course, there's pirates over here, and there are soldiers over here. Over here I just chucked in a few other things, like a shack, a watchtower bell, some jetties and stuff. But the most important one, I think, is if we go up to the top of the log flume. Oh yeah, I put in a building, which, well, it's not actually anything particularly fancy, and it wasn't particularly difficult to build. So yeah, that was, you know, fairly simple. We have a lot of people queuing for it at the moment, mainly because for some reason it seemed to get stuck. So I've only just unstuck it, so you've got a lot of backlog. I've upped the price to $20 as well. It was on $12 at the end of last episode. And no one's complaining about the price there, at least in the top two. A lot of people complaining about the queue length, which is understandable. What I should do is increase the scenery quality, and that way people won't mind so much. Let's actually get a little bit of scenery going. No, that looks a bit too, well, too much like it's going to poke someone in the face, to be honest, if I'm, you know, being very blunt. I'm liking trees, right? Trees are pretty cool. You know, they allow us to breathe and stuff, basically, by recycling oxygen. But having a ride that's kind of got you in a fixed place and then just pushing you forwards until your face goes smush through the branches of a tree, probably not, like, particularly beneficial. Let's turn this one around a little bit. That's fine. Actually, it's not. Put it up here. There we go. And then around here, we'll put in some, no. Pirate theme. Pirate theme. Remember that. %. There we go. I'll take that. Now, one thing that's also been fixed is that people will actually come down here and queue for things. Look. There are people! I don't know why. I just restarted the game one day and they actually started using this, so I'm going to take that as a good sign. Now, park management. I think it's time to have a bit more research going on. Reveal! Black Falcon Coaster. Oh, so that's where you've got like a carriage to the side of the main drive. Oh, okay. What's this one? Ferris wheel. I can see that being useful. Sky Ace. Okay. What else we got? Freedom of flight. An alternative launch. Thrill ride. A thrilling range of motion. And family ride. Swings on a wave. Okay. Let's do like the family rides and the thrill ride because they're cheap. And then we'll add in an alternative launch. Okay, now what have we completed in the way of challenges? Achieve a monthly profit of over 5,750. I'll take that. And achieve a senior rating of 140. Okay. So what I'm feeling is we need to pump out this area with a few more like basic rides, and then we may put like a big roller coaster in. And eventually we'll extend the monorail up here. At the moment there is, of course, no monorail working because, well, frankly no one's using it. But once it comes over here, the monorail might actually be of use. We'll also put in some shops and stuff up here. I am very much feeling that we should expand the area up here. Maybe we'll even put like a monorail in somewhere. But the monorail's pretty big, so it's going to take up a lot more room. Right. Path. Oh, I've also replaced the path with, you know, something a little bit more sensible. What we're going for. Width 4 meters? Yes, that is right. Train too uneven for path. In which case, why don't you just, you know, your normal path? Okay, so that didn't work. Apparently I have to do that. No idea how we're going to solve that, but we'll find a way. Oh, weird. Okay, that's quite the ATM. That is certainly one way to order burgers. It's a pretty impressive way to order burgers, but it takes up a lot of space. Damn, that one is... These are pretty cool, I have to admit. Pirate shop. This is awesome, but it will not fit up here. Pirate toilets. Toilet shack. Okay, I think we're going to have to make our own here. So, let's decide what shops and facilities we want to begin with. Well, for a start, we're going to need a toilet block. It's just a fact of the universe that you need a toilet block. And an ATM as well, obviously. People like spending money, and I'm not going to stop them. We can shift the exact position later on. Cheeky cheeky. Let's be honest, it is... Well, let's try Monsieur Fritz. We haven't got one of those. We'll go for slushy. There definitely need to be like an ATM around here. Even if it does look a little bit out of place. Okay, and people are visiting all of them. Anyone who gets that money is awfully good for us. Like, that's just more money to be spent in our park. People are queuing up for the fries. People are queuing up for the drinks. The fries I've got at $8 and $13.50. I'm kind of liking it. I kind of called it the pirate stop because it was meant to be like a pit stop, but a pit shop. So pirate stop, I didn't really work. Maybe if it was a racing theme or something. I don't know. But I've got, a lot of people up here. Maybe this should have been a bigger bit of real estate. Oh god. So many people. What are people trying to do? Why is it so clogged up? I don't know, maybe it'll get unclogged? That is an awful lot of people who've decided they want to, like, stand around in this area. Oh, same here. It's just to do with these turns, I think. People wanting to turn sharp corners. Hell, it's popular. I'll give it that. And that's, that's what we want. Log flumes processing people nice and fast. Multiple riders broken down. Oh, we'll have to deal with that at some stage. Yeah, we spent a lot of money. Okay, that should make us a lot more as well. So we need to make sure we get a few more people coming into this park. Particularly into areas like over here. Year of Fear. What is this? Super steampunky. Kind of dig it. I was hoping we get like one of those like pirate ships that swings backwards and forwards. That's cool. None of these particularly piratey. Okay. Well, let's make it work. What we'll do... Let's start making people have to circumnavigate most of the park. And there we go! We have 2 new rides now. Gears of Fear, and of course, the Star Wheel and merry-go-round. Hopefully people actually want to, you know, use those. There is actually no, like, scenery over here yet. And I'm thinking we put in a monorail over, probably up here, to be honest. And maybe we'll make some sort of really awesome bridge that, like, spans from here to here. Just allow people to, you know, get around a bit better, especially get up onto the log flume. I just fear when the log flume breaks down. It's going to take ages for anyone to get up there to fix it, and the entire queue, worth a lot of money, is going to just disappear. If anything, we need more of these up here. The pirate stop needs to be, like, upgraded or something. We're missing out on people because they're going, oh, it's too busy. Let's look. Can we just check that? Looks busy, I'll try somewhere else. I don't have enough money. That's why there's an ATM. Looks busy, I'll try somewhere else. Yeah. Average guest happiness is declining. Also, there's rubbish up here. Let's deal with that rubbish. Happiness comes later. There we go. The queue was broken down. It happens. Okay, how are we doing? Okay. Looks good at the moment, although we are losing money technically. Okay, 360 power. Chair-o-plane. Normal speed. Family fun on the high seas. Yes, we need to research that just because it matches. I'm going to try and lay off a little bit, but we need to research that. And we have got people coming all the way over here. It's a long walk, but people are doing it. Excellent. Now, the question is, of course, what do people think of the park? So we go park management. We check out, what is it? Marketing, staff, guests. Right. There's a need for more thirst solutions. Okay. Ooh, I stepped in sick. That litter is disgusting. I'm not queuing that long. Not queuing that long. This place sucks. 8%. Ooh. Sick. Litter. So basically more handyman is what you're saying. In fact, handyman who would actually deal with this would be great. Unfortunately, none of my handymans seem to actually come up with these little, like, dead ends. And everyone who comes with the ride is sticking in sick right now, so... There we go. Deal with that. Right. There is some sick over here. Think I deserve a raise? You know what? Let's give you a raise. A little bit happier. I'll take it. There you go. Any more vomit that I need to clean up? No? No. Seems like we got the bulk of it there. No one's vomiting when coming off this ride. No one's vomiting when coming off Black Hole. Really? It was like one and a bit. I really need to get more people on Black Hole. Like, we've got a few spare seats and stuff, so we'll decrease the price down to 18. Oh, no! $18. God damn it. No, not $8. 18. Not 189. That would be kind of crazy. Okay, how is it? Look at that. Park management costs so much right now. Profit. Cash flow's in the negative. Damn. Let's reveal this research. Cloud Runner. That looked very similar to the last one. Okay, let's have a look at marketing. Ah, we've got these on auto-renew. I'm going to take these off auto-renew. I need to fix up the front of here. Let's just do that real quick. Edit building. Like a big, nice big sign. It's in building signs, right? Where are you? Wall sign, there we go. I can't remember what the name of our park was called now. It's been so long. No. It needs to be like a gigantic size sign. It's not fancy enough. Ooh. Welcome to EnterElysium. Elysium. There we go. It needs to be like a more futuristic-y style font. Orbitron. Yeah, we'll go with Orbitron. Then we'll put this above it, which says, welcome to... There we go. It's a bit better. Still looks a bit naff, but it'll do for now. For a quick job, it'll do. Now the question is, why are we not making as much money? Done. Done. Finances. Tickets and rides are making a negative? $8,000, $5,000, $9,000 negative? Why is that? No, is it still counting and it counts like the running cost first or something, maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. What about these? Park management. Pretty steep. About $16,000 a month. Hopefully, I won't stay negative for long. Now, by building things over here, we've kind of brought people a long way away, and not many people are going to be into walking that far. Okay, maybe we have to, like... Oh, vomit here again. Maybe I need to, in between episodes, set up those management rosters so people actually clean up vomit and fix rides quicker. I know I've been putting off for such a long time. I actually need to do something about it. It's getting a little bit to the city stage now. I've been putting it off way too long. So I think what I'll do is I'll set up some rosters for workmen. Ooh, we made negative there. That's not good. I thought we'd have fixed that, but no. Suddenly we're making negative. Okay. Well, we're going to fix that. I've been EnterElysium. If you've enjoyed so far, please leave a like. Not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Also, consider leaving a comment down below what you'd like to see next in the park or any sort of advice. I think I desperately need to set up that work roster. And unfortunately, we're kind of lacking in the money department. So I'm wondering what we need to do to get us major money. Black hole? Possibly not making the same amount of money it used to. This used to be keeping us afloat. And now, I'll be honest, that's not really a queue, is it? What do people think about black hole these days? Looks fast. People like the queue. People like the queue. That's not really what I was going for with this. It's only making us 1,000. At one point, it was making us way more than that. Like, it was making us close to 10 grand, not 1 grand. So that is probably where a lot of our profit has disappeared. How do we make black hole popular again? Why is black hole not popular? If you've got any ideas, let me know down below. But until next time, stay shiny.